Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yashar Barakathun. Salaki. Yahweh Bashim Yashar Barakathun to all the Akim out there. And then Yahweh Shamar Alathun. Bashim Yahweh to all the Akwathium out there. This is the Baltimore Sabbath Service, April 13th, 2024. And we've been going through we're actually in the book of First Chronicles, and we've been going through the lineage of Israel all the way back to, I believe it was Abraham, and they were showing the lineage. Now, just to recap, when I was younger, I used to hate reading the lineages, but I understand why they're important now. The lineage is important because it shows you who is tied to the covenant. Because, the Most High gave a covenant to Abraham, and the covenant was that he was going to give his descendants the land of Canaan. Well, that cuts Christianity already, because that means everybody can't be part of the covenant. The land isn't given to everybody. The land was given to the descendants of Abraham, which would be a physical bloodline. It wouldn't be, like we've talked about this before, you can't be a spiritual Israelite because I cannot be a spiritual Russian. I can't be a spiritual Chinese. It has to do with the bloodline. And people, a lot of times in other cultures, understand the importance of bloodline. Okay, so, and also to show why the bloodline is important, because the Most High, when he would identify himself, you notice he didn't say, I am the power of everybody. Now, he created everybody, but you notice how he was specific. He said, I am the power or the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's saying a bloodline because he's the one that made the promise to Abraham, and then that promise went to Isaac, who was the son of the promise. Then it went to then his son Jacob, and then Jacob had the 12 tribes. So that's how even the Most High identified himself when he identified himself even to Moses. I am the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that shows, and why is he doing that? Because he made a covenant with them. Okay, so the bloodline is really important. He could have just said, well, I'm the power of everybody, and then, but he was very specific, because these other nations, they have their powers, whom the Most High is going will make a mockery of, especially when we come into these end times. Okay, so these other cultures have their powers. Okay, but there is a power of Israel that's important. So that's why going through the genealogies is very important, because it shows the lineage of the people that are the children of the promise, that are the children of Abraham. And so that's why, because the Most High literally made a covenant with Abraham, and he promised that his descendants would have that land. And in order to, now the problem was we didn't get to remain in that land because we didn't keep our part of the covenant. To keep the covenant, you had to obey the laws that were that had to do with the covenant that the Most High made with us. We had to keep the laws, and we kept them. We remained in the land. If we didn't, we were put out of the land. Okay, so that's why Israel today is in the situation, as we didn't keep our end. But now, as the Most High prophesied, that he would call our people back. And so our people are being called back to understanding the covenant, so that we can be brought back into the land of the promise. The people that are in the land today are not part of that promise, and we'll get more into that. But let's go ahead and continue reading. We're going to be reading the genealogies today and the lineage. We're in 1 Chronicles 3. I think the first 3 chapters of Chronicles pretty much lays out the lineage. So let's go there today. 1 Chronicles, we're in 3. And as always, we read in the Hebrew. And the reason why we read in the Hebrew is because language also identifies culture and identifies who you are. So we read it in the Lashawan Kodash. And that's because we are trying to get back to who we are. Because because of our disobedience, our culture and identity was also taken away. All right. So let's go to First Chronicles 3. We're going to read in chapter 3 verses 2 through 8 in the Hebrew, then in the English. First Chronicles chapter 3 verse 2. Hashalashia la aba shalom bun ma'aika bath thalumya malak gashawar harabayaya adanya bun Gayash, verse 3. Hakamayashia, Shapatya, La Aba Yatol, Hashashia, Yatha Ra'aim, La I Gala, Ashatwa, verse 4. Shasha, Nelawalad, Lawa, Baka Barwan, Yamalak, Sham, Shabai, Shunyam, Washasha, Kadashium, Washalashium, Washalawash, Shana, Malak, Baryarashalam, verse 5. Wa'ala, Nawaladya, Nalawadwa, Lawa, Yerushalayim, Shemaiah, Wabab, Wanathan, Washalama, Arabaiha, Labath, Shawai, Bath, Ima Ya'Allah, verse 6. Waya Bakar, wa ala Yashamai, wa ala Yapalat. Verse 7. Wana Ga, Wana Pag, Waya Payai. Verse 8. Wa ala Shamai, wa ala Dai, wa ala Palat. Thashaiha. And that's it. All right, now we'll be reading. We'll be reading 1 Chronicles 3, verses 2 through 8 in the English.
1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 2. The third, Absalom, the son of Micaiah, the daughter of Talmaiah, king of Geshur, the fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggiah.
Stop here for a second. So right now this is going through the sons of David, and one of the reasons why it's important to go through David's lineage is because the Most High made a covenant with David, and so the covenant is very important. He made a covenant with David, talking about how his son would sit on his throne afterwards, and that there would be, and really that was a prophecy talking about Yahweh Shai, but talking about that there would never lack a man to sit on the throne of David. So David's line, because David was, did what was right in the sight of the Most High made a covenant with him and his lineage. So even when Israel was taken into captivity, David's lineage was always preserved, so that that's why we get down to Yahweh Shai in the book of Matthew. So go ahead.
Come. Verse 3. The fifth, Shephatiah of Abital. The sixth, Ithrim by Eglah, his wife. Verse 4. These six were born unto him in Hebron, and there he reigned 7 years and 6 months. And in Jerusalem he reigned 33 years. Verse 5. And these were born unto him in Jerusalem: Shemaiah, and Shobab, and Nathan, and Solomon, four of Bathsheba, the daughter of Amamiel. Verse 6. Abahar also, and Elishma, and Eliphet, Eli Verse 7. And Nogah, and Nepheg, and Japhia. Verse 8. And Elishma, and Eladah, and Eliphalet. 9.
All right, excellent. Now, we talked about this last time, but usually, and this is anciently, especially in that Middle Eastern culture or area, I'd say. I don't want to say culture, I'll say the area. Most of the time when the father, the inheritance was usually left to the firstborn. Okay, well, I'd say the main stuff, it was usually carried on. The line was usually, the firstborn would pretty much get I'd say the main things in the inheritance. The father would get stuff to the other sons, but it was usually to the firstborn where I'd say the main things of the lineage would be carried through. But we always notice in the Bible, it was always, a lot of times it wasn't the firstborn that the Most High would choose to inherit the inheritance. You notice it was through Isaac, then it was through, Isaac was not the firstborn of Abraham, and then it was through, who was that? It wasn't definitely not through Esau. The Most High separated them into two nations, went through Jacob, and you notice going down forth, David was not the firstborn, David's son Solomon was not the firstborn. Okay, so it's pretty much who the Most High chooses, and the Most High chose to carry on that line through David and then to Solomon's line. Okay, so David had more than one son. Absalom, we know, tried to take the throne from his father, which failed. And then Adonijah also rose up and tried to take it. And the Most High didn't choose them. He chose Solomon. So, we can see in the end, the Most High will determine who will receive, who will continue, where he would like the line for where he wants the covenant to continue, per se. When it comes to kings, per se. And he continued it through Solomon's line. All right, let's go ahead and continue reading. We're going to be reading now 1 Chronicles 3, 9 through 15 in the Hebrew. 1 Chronicles 3, verse 9. Call, Bunya, Dawayad, Malabad, Bunya, Palagashim, Wathamar, Akal, Watham. Verse 10, Wabun, Shalama, Rakaba'aim, Abaya, Bunwa, Asa'a, Bunwa, Yahawashapat, Bunwa. Verse 11, Yahwa Rum, Bunwa, Akazayawa, Bunwa, Yawaash, Bunwa. Verse 12, Matazayawa, Bunwa, Isaiah, Bunwa, Yawatham. Yawatham, Bunwa. Verse 13, Achza, Achaz, Bunwa, Kazakyawa, Bunwa, Manasha, Bunwa. Verse 14. Amawan, Bunwa, Yaasha Yawa, Bunwa. Verse 15. Wabunya, Yaasha Wa, Haba Kawar, Yawaknun, Hashanya, Yahawa Yakwan, Hashalashya, Tazadak Yawa, Harabyaya, Shalom. All right, Shalom, and that's it. All right, we're going to go ahead and read 1 Chronicles 3, 9 through 15. We'll read that in the English.
1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 9. These were all the sons of David, beside the sons of the concubines and Tamar, their sister. Verse 10. And Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abia, his son, Asa, his son, Jehoshaphat, his son. Verse 11. Joram, his son, Ahazahah, his son, Jaash, his son. Verse 12. Amaziah, his son, Azariah, his son, Jotham, his son. Verse 13. Ahaz, his son, Hezekiah, his son, Manasseh, his son. Verse 14. Ammon, his son, Josiah, his son. Verse 15. And the sons of Josiah were the firstborn, Johanan the second. Jehoiakim the third, Zedekiah the fourth, Shalom.
Excellent. Now, if you notice here, it goes through, now, when it goes through Solomon's line, this is talking about the kings of Judah, because, after Solomon's reign, the kingdom was split because, Solomon his heart was not dedicated to the Most High like his father was, I would say, in the end. And so because of that, the Most High this is where Israel split into two kingdoms, okay? But the Most High said because of the sake of David, that he always hold a lamp in Israel, pretty much there would always be a king in Judah that would be sitting on the throne because of the faithfulness of David. And this is why the Most High never fully destroyed Israel per se, because he was always faithful because he remembered the covenant that he made to his servants. This shows how, loyal the Most High is to his promise and what he says. He didn't destroy Israel, even though Israel became worse than other nations because of the covenant he made with Abraham. And because of the covenant that he made with David, that he would always keep a lamp in the line of Judah because of David. So even though the kingdom split, the Most High still remembered the promise that he made with David about his, a man sitting on the throne. And it talks about these kings that came after David in the line of Judah, Solomon to Rehoboam, and not all of them were righteous. A lot of them caused Israel to err, but you had faithful kings, like you had Hezekiah, and you had Josiah. And does anybody remember what's one of the things a righteous king would always do when he came? Anybody remember? Go ahead, Korah.
He would renew the covenant.
He would renew the covenant, okay? Because a lot of times Israel would be, going off track. He would renew the covenant. Another thing he would do, he would always if he was fully churning, he would cause the idols in the land to be destroyed. He would also rebuild the temple or repair the temple, because he would and get the priesthood, send the priests out to teach the people. One of the reasons why there was a problem was because when an unrighteous king would come, the priesthood would be neglected. And so the priests and the Levites, the righteous priests and Levites, I'll say, they had to go back in the land and do other jobs, which their job was supposed to be to dedicate to the Most High, whether in the temple or go out and teach the people. So a righteous king would tell restore that and have them go out and teach the people. Okay. And another thing is a righteous king, Amma Shalom always pointed out, she pointed this out, they would get rid of the Sodomites out of the land. So when an unrighteous king was in charge, he obviously let a lot of the Sodomites in the land just, hang out. And it's funny we say that, because right now, even in the land of Israel, there is I think Israel is the second or one of the biggest alternative lifestyle movements that's really accepted in that land. And so if a righteous leader was over there, he would not allow that in the land, which shows that, that's another way to show that, it's not they're not following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. So that's just something to point out, that the Most High is loyal to his covenant and to the people. There were righteous kings in the line, but there were some that were not righteous. But like Korah pointed out, a righteous king would renew the covenant, And that's why, if you notice, Yahweh Shai, when he had his disciples, he did the same thing that a righteous king would do. He sent his disciples out to go teach. It's because that's what rulers, a righteous king, did. He sent the Levites, the priests, to go out and teach the people of the land the laws and statutes and commandments. And he was sending the apostles, disciples out to do that. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to now continue in 1 Chronicles 3, 16 through 22 in the Hebrew. And then we'll get into English. 1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 16. Wabanya, Yahweh Yakim, Yakunya, Bunwa, Tazadakia, Bunwa, verse 17. Wabanya, Yakunya, Asar, Shalathaya Allah, Bunwa, verse 18. Wamalaki Yoram, Wapadya, Washa Tazar, Yaquamya, Hawa Shammai, Wanadabya, verse 19. Wabunya, Padya, Zarababal, Washamai, Wabunya, Zarababalal, Mashallam, Wakananya, Washalamyath, Akawatham, verse 20. Waka Shabbat, Waha Allah, Wabarakya, Waka Sadya, Yawashab, Kasad, Kamash, verse 21. Waban, Kanunya, Palatya, Wayashaya, Bunya, Rapaya, Bunya, Aranun, Bunya, Abadya, Bunya, Shakunya, verse 22. Wabunya, Shakunya, Shemaiah, Wabunya, Shemaiah, Katawash, Wayaga'Allah, Wabaryak, Wana'ayr, Washapat, Shasha. And that's it. All right, now let's go ahead and read 1 Chronicles 3, 16 through 22. Let's read that in the English.
1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 16. And the son, Salaki, and the sons of Jehoiakim, Jeconiah, his son, Zedekiah, his son, Verse 17. And the sons of Jeconiah, Asir, Salathiel, his son. Verse 18. Malchiram also, and Pedaiah, and Shenazir, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. Verse 19. And the sons of Pedaiah were Zerubbabel, and Shemiah. And the sons of Zerubbabel, Mishalem, and Hananiah, and Shelomiah, their sister. Verse 20. And Hashubah, and Ohel, and Berchiah, and Hezekiah, Jushab, he said. 5. Verse 21. And the sons of Hananiah, Pelatiah, and Jesiah, the sons of Raphiah, the sons of Arnan, the sons of Obadiah, the sons of Shechaniah. Verse 22. And the sons of Shechaniah, Shemaiah, and the sons of Shemaiah, Hektush, and Igal, and Bariah, and Neariah, and Shaphat, the sixth. Is it verse 23 too?
Oh, just 22. Is it?
Come.
Excellent. And so, and one of the things that is important here too is that when the 19 it talks about Zerubbabel, and Zerubbabel was one of the people that helped come back and repair the temple when the Judah was coming back, I think from in around the time of Ezra and Nehemiah's time, when they were coming back and repairing. And so Zerubbabel is also a descendant of David, and he was in that line, and he actually helped. So, Solomon, of course, built, built the first temple. But, Zerubbabel, when they were coming back, helped to kind of add and kind of help begin the start of the second building of the temple. And of course, it wasn't as like Solomon's. Actually, Solomon's temple must have been very glorious to see. But the Most High encouraged Zerubbabel. And he was in that line of David, and he was one of the faithful people to return to help build that temple. And so, like I said, this shows that the lineage of Judah, the line of David, was important because these would be the ancestor or the people that preceded Yahushua. That's why Yahushua had to come from the line of David because of what the Most High said. So the people that think that Mary became magically pregnant is ludicrous. And I always tell people that if Mary was magically pregnant, and I'm digressing here a little bit, then there would no reason for the lineage to be spoken of in Matthew. There's no point. But they're saying the lineage that we see here, they talk about it in Matthew. So obviously it was just as important. All right. So we're just going through here and going through the lineage to show them how important it is. All right. Let's go ahead and continue. We're in 1 Chronicles 3. We're going to read 23 through 24. And then we're going to jump to chapter 4, 1 through 5. 1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 23 in the Hebrew. Waban Narya Alaya Wa'ayanya Wakazakya Wa'izar Yaquam Shalasha. Verse 24. Wabunya Alaya Wa'yaya Hado Haya Wayawa Wa'alaya Yab Wapalaya Wa'aikwawab Waya Hanan Wadalaya Wa'ainanya Shabaiha. This is the book of Chronicles, chapter 4, verse 1. Wabunya Yahweh Yahawada Parataza Katazarwan Wakara Karamya Wakawar Washa Wabal. Verse 2. Wara ya bun shawa bal hawalayad af yakaf wayakaf halayad af akawamya wa af lahad Allah masha pakawaf hatazaraithya. Verse 3. Wa Allah abaya ayatum yazarai Allah wa ya shama wa ya dabash wa sham akata wa thum hatazalapawanya. Verse 4. Wapa nawa Allah abaya gadar wa aizar abaya Kawasha, Allah, Bunya, Kawar, Bakawar, Apawatha, Abaya, Baya, Lakam. Verse 5. Wa Allah Shakawar, Abaya, Allah, Wana Ira, and that's it. Right? Let's go ahead and read 1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 23 to 24, and then let's jump over to chapter 4, 1 through 5.
Come on. 1 Chronicles chapter 3, 23. And the sons of Neariah, Elionaiah, and Hezekiah, and Ezrimka verse 24. And the sons of Eloniah were Hodaiah and Eliashib and Pelaiah and Akkub and Johanan and Dalaiah and Anani. 7. Chronicles chapter 4 verse 1. And the sons of Judah, Perez, Hezron, and Camil, and Hur, and Shobal, verse 2, and Reiah, the son of Shobal, begot Jahath, and Jahath begot Ahumiah, and Lahad. These are the families of the Zorathites. Verse 3. And these were of the father of Etan, Razriel, and Ishma, and Adbash, and the name of their sister was Hazel, Hazel. I don't got this. Hazel, Ponaya. Hazelel Panai. Verse 4. And Penuel, the father of Gedor, and Ezer, the father of Hushai, these are the sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephratah. Ephratah, the father of Bethlehem. Verse 5. And Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Pelah and Nearam.
All right. And let's go to, now we're going to be reading 1 Chronicles chapter 4, 6 through 12. All right. 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 6. Wathalad, Lawa, Na'ira, Af, Akazum, Wa'af, Kapar, Wa'af, Thaya Munya, Wa'af, Haka, Ha'aka Shataria, Allah, Bunya, Na'ara, verse 7. I'm going to 7 through 12. Verse 7, Wabunya, Kalaha, Kala, Tazaraf, Ya Tazarkar, Wa'athunan, verse 8, Waqawataza, Hawalayad, Ainawab, Wa'af, Hatazababa, Wama Shapapakwa, Akarakala, Akarakal, Bun, Harawam, verse 9, Wayahaya, Yaibataza, Nakabad, Ma'akayawa, Wa'amwa, Kwaraha, Bataza, La'amar, Kaya, Yala Dafya, Ba'aitazab, verse 10, Wayakwara, Yaibataza, La'alaya, Yasha'ala, La'amar, Barak, Barakanya, Rabayaf, Af, Gabawalaya, Wahayatha, Wahayata, Salaki, Yadka, Aimya, Wa'aisha Yaf, Mara'aiha, Labalafya, Aitazabya, Wayaba'a, Alahayim, Af, Ashar, Sha'allah. Verse 11, Wakalawab, Akya, Shawaka, Hawalayad, Af, Makayar, Hawa'a, Abiyab, Ashafwan. Verse 12, Wa'ashathwan, Hawalayad, Af, Rayab, Rapa'ab, Wa'af, Pasak, Wa'af, Thakana, Abiyab, Ayar, Nakash, Allah, Anashya, Rakah. And that's it. All right, now let's go ahead and read. 1 Chronicles 4, 6 through 12.
1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 6. And Nanarah bare him Ahuzam, and Hefer, and Timanah, and Tari. These are the sons of Nanaram. Verse 7. And the sons of Heli were Zereth, and Jezor, and Ethanan. Verse 8. And Koz begot Anub, and Zobeba, and the families of Aharhel, the son of Haram. Verse 9. And Jabaz was more honorable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabaz, saying, because I bear him with sorrow. Verse 10. And Jabaz called on the Most High of Israel, saying, Oh, that thou wouldest bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast, and that thine hand might be with me, and that thou wouldest keep me from evil, that it may not salaki, and that wouldest keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And the Most High granted him that which he requested. Verse 11. And Chalub, the brother of Shuaiah, begot Mehir, which was the father of Eshton. Verse 12. And Eshton begot Bethrapah, and Paseah, and Tehinan, the father of Irenahash. These are the men of Rekah.
Excellent. All right. Let's go ahead and read now 1 Chronicles 4, 13 through 19. We're going to read that in the Hebrew.
Slide.
Come on, sir.
It was a question. I'm trying to find it. It was a question I had. I'm trying to find it in verse 10, I think.
Verse 10. And Jabez called him, saying, O thou wouldest bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast, and that thine hand might be with me, and that thou wouldst keep me from evil, that it not grieve me. And most I grant him what he requested.
Oh, it wasn't that. It was something. Jabez was more honorable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bear him. Oh, it was in verse 9. What do you mean by I bear him in sorrow? Because she had pain with him or something? Or
That's a great question, because I bear him with sorrow. Not really for sure. Not really. Well, I'm not sure about this, but I do know, it was painful to have a child, so I'm not really sure why she would say, I bear him with sorrow. That's a good question. I'll have to probably write that one down, why they would say that. But going back to Genesis, when it told the woman in sorrow, you shall have, will be in your conception. Because women died, having children. So, but I don't know really, except the context doesn't really give us too much why, why his mother would say that. It doesn't really give us too much context here, like her story. But it's something we can maybe look into. And then you got to think some women couldn't bear children, or some women, some women were like second or third wife, and they would see all the other women having, children. That was the situation with Samuel's mother, Hannah. What was the other girls? I'm thinking of the two sisters, Leah and Rachel. Rachel had a lot of sorrow because she saw Leah bearing all these children. She couldn't bear any, and that's why she gave her handmaid. So just thinking historically, there could have been a number of reasons of why this woman, had sorrow. and why his mother would name him that. Either maybe because she was a part of, she was one of the wives of the husband, and maybe this is one of the sons she had to bear, and she had to deal with a lot of grief. It could be a lot of factors, but the context doesn't give us too much. But it's something I'll definitely look into. That's a great question. Great question. All right. Let's look at 1 Chronicles 4, chapter 4, 13 through 19. 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 13. Wabunya, Quinaz, Aitha Naya Allah, Yasharia, Wabunya, Aitha Aithan Ya Allah, Kathan, verse 14. Where are we going to? We're going to 19. Verse 14. Wama I wana Nathia, Halawa Layad, Af, Ipara, Washaria, Hawalayad, Af, Yawaab, Abaya, Gayaa, Karashium, Kaya, Karashium, Hayawa. Verse 15. Wabunya, Kala, Bun, Yapana, I Yarwa, Allah, Wana'ain, Wabunya, Allah, Wakwanaz. Verse 16. Wabunya, Yahala, Allah, Zayap, Wazayapa, Thayara Ya'a, Ashara Allah. Verse 17. Wabun, Izarab, Yathar, Wamarad, Wa'ipar, Wa'yalawan, Wathahar, Af, Mariam, Wa'af, Shumya, Wa'af, Yashabak, Abiyah, Ashathamai. Verse 18. Wa'ashafya, Yahayadya, Yalada, Af, Yarad, Abiyah, Gadawad, Wa'af, Kabar, Abiyah, Shawakiwa, Wa'af, Yakwa Watha Ya Allah, Abiyah, Zanawak, Wa'allah, Bunya, Bathya, Bath, Paraiha, Ashar, Laquak, Marad, verse 19. Wabunya, Ashaf, Hawadya, Akawaf, Nahum, Abiyah, Kwa'ayala, Hagaramya, Wa'ashatamai, Hama'aikafya. That's it. That's it. All right, we're going to go ahead and read. We're in 1 Chronicles chapter 4. We're going to read 13 through 19.
1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 13. And the sons of Kenaz, Othniel, and Sariah, and the sons of Othniel, Hathath, verse 14. And Meonothaiah begot Aphriah, and Sariah begot Johab, the father of the valley of Charashim, for they were craftsmen. Verse 15. And the son of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, Aru, Eli, and Nahum, the son of Eli, even Kenaz. Verse 16. The sons of Jehiel, Leela, Zaphi, and Zaphan, Tyria, and Azrael. Verse 17. Verse 17. The son of Ezra were Jathir, and Mered, and Ephir, and Jalon, and Sheber, Miriam, and Shemaiah, and Eshba, the father of Eshtemoa, and his wife Jehudijah bare Jared, the father of Gedor, and Heber, the father of Socho, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah, and these are the sons of Bathia, the daughter of Pharaoh, which Mered took. It was 18, right?
2:19.
Okay. And the sons of his wife, Hodiah, the sister of Naham, the father of Kealiah, the Garmite, and Eshtoma, the Maakathite.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and call the car up here. All right, just people up here. Mariam. Officer Bakar, present thyself in thy registry. Oh, Salaki, let's say his name. Bakar, Bun Yahawada, Bun Yashala. Go ahead now, go ahead.
Bakar, Bun
No, you go ahead. Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, go ahead and salute.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yeah, but there's two people, so make it a thumb. Try it again.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Shalom, sir.
You shout. Go ahead. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish this off. We're in 1 Chronicles 4. We're going to read 20 through 26. We'll read that in the Hebrew, and then we'll finish it off in the English. 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Wabunya shayamwan amamunwan wayarana bun kanun walawan wabunya yeshaya zarakath wabunya zarakath. Verse 21. Bunya shala bun Yahawada, Ar, Abaya, Laka, Wala Aida, Abaya, Amarsha, Wamashapakwath, Bayath, Ibadath, Habataza, Labayath, Ashabai, verse 22, Waya Wakyam, Nashya, Kazaba'a, Wa'ash, Washarak, Ashar, Ba'alwa, Lama Wa'aba, Salakia, Lama Wa'ab, Salakia, Wa'yashabya, Wa'cham, Waha Dabarium, Aithayakwam, verse 23, Hama, Salakia, verse 23, Hama, Waya Watazarium, Waya Shabya, Nataayim, Waga Darab, Ain, Hamalak, Bamala Kathwa, Yeshabwa, Sham, verse 24, Bunya, Shamaiwan, Nama wa Allah, Waya Wayamyan, Yarayam, Zarak, Sha'awal, verse 25, Shalom, Bunya, Mabasham, Wabunya, Mashamai, Wabunya, verse 26, Wabunya, Mashamai, Kama wa Allah, Bunya, Zakawar, Bunya, Shemaiah, Bunya, and Bunwa, so I can, and that's it. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and read 1 Chronicles 4, 20 through 26 in the English.
The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 4, verse 20. And the sons of Shimon were Anman and Ranai and Banhanan and Tilon. And the sons of Isha were Zoheth and Benzoheth. Verse 21. The sons of Shelah, the son of Judah, were the father of Lakah, and Ladah, the father of Marashah, and the families of the house of them that wrought fine linen, of the house of Ashbea. Verse 22. And Joachim and the men of Chazabah and Joash and Saraph, who had dominion in Moab, and Jashubileam. And these are ancient things. Verse 23. These were the potters, and those that dwelt among plants and hedges, they that dwelt with the king for his work. Verse 24. The sons of Simeon were Nemuel and Jamin and Jarib, Zirah and Shual. Verse 25. Shalom, his son, Mibsan, his son, Mishma, his son. Verse 26. And the sons of Mishma, Hamuel, his son, Zachur, his son, Shemai, his son.
Good work. Good work. All right. And just to remind everybody that, next Sabbath is the Passover. So there won't be a, per se, Baltimore service. The service for the Passover will be in Durham, North Carolina. So just that's to remind everybody. And that following day will be the starting of the first day of unleavened bread. Okay, and so that, we'll go over more of that, but you know that you are to remove, for 7 days you are not to eat anything with leaven in it. Okay, but we'll go more over that as we get closer. All right, just the people up here, Aimaria. Face forward. Hold up. La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Corral, go ahead and get that horn again. You can hold it with the two hands, on the two hands. Yeah, there we go. It should hold. There we go. Rep, you got it? All right. Corral, it's on you.
Men of Israel, Amadium, Amadium Wapanya Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east.
We're going to turn this way on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now we're going to be reading the Lord's Prayer, first in the Hebrew, then in the English. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadad.
Wadad.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Wakka.
Malak Wakka.
Daba'ah.
Daba'ah.
Batazayaka.
Batazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa.
Wasalak Lanawa.
Kabawak Yanawa.
Kabawak Lanawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kabawak Yanawa.
Kabawak Lanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Dabaya'aya Nawa.
Ya'aya Nawa.
Banasayawam.
Banasayawam.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawasha Nawa.
Hawashaya Nawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra. Kaya.
Kaya. Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'awa.
Waha'ala.
Wahata Pa'ara.
Wahata Pa'ara.
La'awalamyam.
La'awalamyam.
Amad.
Aman, and in the English, our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us.
From evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
You do the second.
This is Hakat, the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem.
By Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa.
Hakat.
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 Laura Pa. Laura Pa.
Laura Pa.
Kol Marakal.
Makomaka.
Wakol Marawa.
Wakol Marawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
La Tahar.
La Tahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
La Hakwayim.
La Hakwayim.
Hamakyim.
Hamakyim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water.
Aman. Aman. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is to bless Israel.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem.
By Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayesha'ala.
Wayesha'ala.
Wahabarak.
Wahabayah.
Saparium.
Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
By Hashem.
By Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Let me take a power card. This is Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha Ayanya Ahaharian Ma'ayan Yaba'a Izari Ma'ai Yahweh Aisha Shamayam Wa'arataza Ayathan Lamawat Regalka Ayanawam Shamarka Hana La'a Yanawam Wala'a Yayishan Shawamar Yasha'ala Yahweh Shamarka Yahweh Tazalka Al-Yah Yamyaka Yawamam Hashamash La'a Yakaka Wayarak Balayala Yahweh Yashamarka Makorah Yashamar Abnapashka Yahweh Yashamar Taza'afka Wawa'aka Mayata Wa'ai Awalam Amar.
And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thine soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. Even forevermore. So be it.
This is Psalms 83. Alahayim. Aldabayelaka. Althakarash. Ra'althashakwat. Al. Kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Womishanayaka. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Ya'amar Yamwa. Sawa. Wiyatha Ya'ai Tazawa. Atazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakina. Magoya. Wala'a. Yasakar. Sham. Yasha'ala. Iwa. Kaya. Nawa'ai Tazawa. La. Yachadwa. Ayaka. Waryath. Yakarathwa. Aholia. Adawam. Washamai Aliyam. Mawa'aba. Wahagariam. The ball. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalat. Palasha. And Yeshabya. Tazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nalawa. Amam. Hayawa. Zarawah. Labanyalawa. Salah. Aishalaham. Commanding. Kasayasara'ah. Kayabyan. Banakal. Koyashwam. Neshamadwa. Ba'ayanda Ara. Hayawan. Daman. La Adama. Shayatamwa. Nadiyamawa. Ka'ira. Wakaza'aba. Wakazaba. Wakazazalmanai. Konasaya Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nagarasha. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayim. Shayatamwa. Kagogala. Kakwash. Lapanyaraka. Ka'ash. The Ba'ira Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. The Lahat. Hariam. Khan. The Radatma. The Sa'iraka. Wasapafka. The Balaham. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabahowa. Ayai. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kaya. Atha. Shamka. Yahweh. Labaka. Ayawan. Alkal. Ha'arataza. Aman.
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
come,
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of
The
Edom
tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal
and
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines
Philistines,
and the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher is also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
They do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
and
Kasol,
at the brook of Kasson,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rib,
Make their nobles like a ram,
and like Zeb.
and like Zab.
Yea,
Yea,
all the princes of Zabah,
all the princes of Zabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zamuna,
who
who
said,
said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in
the
possession.
houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my
O
power,
my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stumble before the
as
wind,
a stubble before the
as
wind,
the fire burneth a
as
wood,
a fire burner the
and as
wood,
the flame set up the mountain on fire.
and as the flame set of the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute
So
them
persecute
with
them
thine tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
with them afraid,
with thine storm.
with thy storm,
Bear their faces with shame,
till their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
and they
name.
may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confounded,
and troubled forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
And these are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
and
earth,
all things
and
living.
all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh
in
Shah,
the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses
Send evils and curses
and punishment and
and
destruction
punishment and
to
destruction
the
to
heathen
the heathen
that speak against
that
us,
speak against us,
thine prophets,
thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the schools.
and the schools.
Send evils and curses
Send evils and curses
and punishment and
and
destruction
punishment and
to
destruction
the
to
heathen,
the heathen,
and shake loose the treasure
and shake loose the treasure
of the rich of
of
Israel
the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
force their riches,
to enter into thy sanctuary.
enter to thy sanctuary,
Send evils and curses
evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and
to
destruction
the
to
Edomites
the Edomite
and the nation
and the nation,
and their drug
and the
dealers,
drug
the
dealer,
court
the
system,
court
the
system,
prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned
all
Parenthood,
the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic
the
Church,
Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux
Ku
Klan,
Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
Skinhead,
Posse Comitatus,
Posse
the
Comitatus,
gay movement,
Gay
the
Movement,
gay movement,
the Gay Movement,
the lesbian movement,
the Lesbian
the
Movement,
lesbian
the
movement,
Lesbian Movement,
spies,
Spy,
workers of witchcraft,
which was witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA Space Program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marine,
Marine,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
and the airwaves,
the cable access
the
channel,
cable access channel,
and the radio
and
channel,
the radio channel,
convict the spirits
restrict the
of
spirit,
any of thy people
any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction,
bring swift destruction,
all the heathen
all the
that
heathen
stand in our way
that stand in our way,
or try to stop
or
us
try to stop us
from broadcasting your word
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plague.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plague.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume
and
them.
consume them.
Let the plague
Let the plague
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murder.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying saucers
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
come up against us
as we speak thine
as
words.
we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
As we know
by all
by all
that it is the angels that have done
that
it.
is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
As we spread
through the media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thine coming.
Cause them to shake it back coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Bashim Yashab Rakah.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Start all over. Madiam Shabbat. Madiam Barak. No.
Chest.
Put your chest. Start it over. Start over. Madiam Shabbat. Start all over. Madiam. Madiam. No. Okay, come. Get it from him so he can salute. Yeah, you can salute right there.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabarak, Yah.
You can come second there right here. Good work, bro. Corral, go ahead and get that, bro. This concludes the service.
Men of Israel, we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Saw, which means turn. Amadiam Shabbat. Amadiam Barak. Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Bashim Yashab Rakatah.
Saw, which means Yayu Matah. Class dismissed.